.2 for Mr. Patrick B. Moore Ford Mustang GT. And there took off Reed in the 2005 Acura RSX. And here comes the Scat Pack Dodge Charger coming through the finish line, driven by Eric with a 48.9 for the Charger Scat Pack. And there takes off the 2018 Mustang GT. And that is John in the 2017 Ford Mustang GT. We got the Mustang in the back of the course, driven by John, wrapping up the last few corners. And he's going to cross the turning lights with 50.04. 50.04. Just took off at the line was Terry McIntyre with the 2019 Honda Civic SI. And coming through the finish line, we have HS01 with a 44.7 for the HS01 car. Just took off at the line was Todd Alexander in the 94 Volvo 850 wagon. And just took off at the line, it was Charles in the 2005 G35. Just crossed the finish line, Mr. Terry McIntyre with a 43.1. Got the Volvo wagon wrapping up the last few corners. Mr. Todd in the 94 Volvo 850 wagon crosses the line with a 50.7. And that was Richard in the 2012 Subaru Impreza. And coming through the finish line was Charles in the G35 with a 52.007. 52.007 for Charles in the G35. And everyone, please hold. We will be having the National Gorgeous Day in Daytona, Florida. It's an amazing track. World Center of Racing. And off at the line was Chris in the 2015 Mitsubishi Evo. Up next at the line we have Darian in the 94 Acura Integra. And there goes Darian in the Acura Integra. Got Chris wrapping up the straightest part of the track. And Chris crosses the finish line in the Mitsubishi Evo with a 44.5. 44.5 for the 2015 Evo X driven by Chris. Just took off the line was Christopher in the 2013 BRZ. And we have Darian wrapping up the last few corners of the course. And Darian crosses the finish line with a 50.7 in the 94 Acura Integra. 50.7. In the middle of the track, didn't call out Perry in that beautiful 2000 BMW 540. And just took off was the 2000 Toyota MR2 driven by Trevor.
Are you okay? Yeah. Are you absolutely sure? Yes. Is he okay? Because if there's any injury at all, we can do an incident report.
And we have Jimmy in the Honda Fit just took off from the starting line.
Really?
We got and just took off at the line was Darren in the 2014 Ford ST. And we got the beautiful Datsun Roadster up at the line. And we have the 2008 Honda Fit crossing the finish line with a 49.8 for the 2008 Honda Fit driven by Jimmy. And that beautiful Datsun comes in with a 42.5 for the 66 Datsun 2000 Roadster driven by Alien. Just took off at the line was Richard in the 2013 Super Impreza STI. And we have Steve in the 2018 Volkswagen GTI crossing the line with a 45.003 for Richard in the 2018 GTI. And just took off was Richard in the 71 Cadwell open wheel car. Almost looks like a handful. And crossing the finish line, Mr. Richard in the STI with a 46.1 for Richard in the WRX STI. Just took off at the line was Corey in the 2014 Ford Fiesta. And we have Joseph in the ZRZ that just crossed the starting line as well. And we have Mr. Richard coming in with the Cadwell with a 40.8, Mr. Richard in the 71 Cadwell. And coming through the finish line, Corey in the 2014 Ford Fiesta with a 52.9. And we have the 2008 Honda Fit crossing the finish line with a 49.8 for the 2008 Honda Fit driven by Jimmy. And we have Steve comes in with a 42.5, Just took off at the line was Richard in the 2013 Super Impreza STI. And we have Steve in the 2018 Volkswagen GTI crossing the line with a 45.003 for Richard in the 2018 GTI. And just took off was Richard in the 71 Cadwell open wheel car. Almost looks like a handful. And crossing the finish line, Mr. Richard in the STI with a 46.1 for Richard in the WRX STI. Just took off at the line was Corey in the 2014 Ford Fiesta. And we have Joseph in the ZRZ that just crossed the starting line as well. And we have Mr. Richard coming in with the Cadwell with a 40.8, Mr. Richard in the 71 Cadwell. And And coming through the
see
finish
that
line,
thing.
Corey, the 2014 Ford Fiesta with a 52.9. 52.9
That's in your class?
for the 2014 Ford
Yeah.
Fiesta driven by Corey. And just took off at the line, Angelina in the 2013 FRS. And coming through the finish line, we have Joseph in the ZRZ with a 50.4. 50.4 for the ZRZ. Joseph. And now we have Ricky coming through the finish line in his 2005 STI with a 46.8. 46.8 for Ricky in the 2005 STI. And just took off in the Miata, we have Ryan, 91 Miata. Waiting at the line. Coming through the finish line, I should say. We have Nicholas with a 46.6. 46.6 for Nicholas, currently in second position in STX. Just took off at the line, number 82 in the Celica. Mr. Mayor, 2000 Celica. And coming through the finish line, we have Ryan in the 91 Mazda Miata with a 53.5. 53.5. And that was Lawrence taking off in that Ford Mustang. And the 2000 Celica.